Navy destroyer HMS Duncan has been protecting a U.S. Navy task group in the eastern Mediterranean as part of a regional security mission. The Portsmouth-based warship deployed at the end of May and, after intensive training and a short stop in Cyprus, linked up with two U.S. Navy task forces, the USS Dwight D, Eisenhower's Carrier Strike Group, and USS Wasp's Amphibious Ready Group. The latter group was escorted by Duncan, which provided world-class air defense thanks to the Type 45's powerful radars and Sea Viper mission system, to the U.S. group as it carried out a mission to ensure regional stability. Duncan's work with the Americans followed an intensive period of training and trials to ensure sailors and ship are ready for frontline operations, including being put through their paces by the exacting fleet operational standards and training FOSD teams. "I am proud of what my ship's company have achieved in such an extremely short period," said Commanding Officer Commander Dan Lee. As a team, they rose to the challenge, and with FOSD support achieved the extremely high standards required to ensure we are ready for anything asked of us. Duncan joined the USS Wasp's task group in early July, operating as the sole escort providing defense for U.S. Amphibious Squadron 4, which also include assault ships USS New York and USS Oak Hill. Duncan has carried out a number of exercises, including a replenishment at sea with oiler USNS Patuxent, operating U.S. Seahawk helicopters from her deck, and hosting a visit from the commanders of Amphibious Squadron 4 and the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit, plus the commanding officer of USS Wasp. The visit by Commodore Amphibious Squadron 4, Captain Nakia Cooper, Wasp's commanding officer, Captain Christopher Purcell, and Colonel Todd Mahar of the U.S. Marines 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit included a tour of the ship and a traditional British afternoon tea. Duncan also showed her prowess during an air defense exercise, which saw the Type 45 fight-off attacks from Harrier jets from USS Wasp. This all comes during a busy time for Duncan, which underwent weapons training and a FOSD training package, which included responding to floods and fires in increasingly complex scenarios. After leaving Portsmouth on May 27.it, resulted in the sailors successfully navigating an exercise involving multiple incidents a week after deploying. A short stop in Gibraltar followed for a visit to some familiar, and, for some on their first overseas visit, less familiar haunts, including Casemate Square, and seeing the infamous apes during the even more infamous Rock Run, a race at first light from the dockyard to the top of the mountain which dominates the overseas territory. Next up was a training package that saw Duncan conduct a Thursday War, a warfighting and damage control exercise, which puts previous training into practice.